Hi everybody, Ralph Shaheen back here with you once again with another GEICO 15-minute moto show. You know, you hear talk about guys that are 4-time and old 7-time. Well, how about 16-time? Yeah, it's my buddy Ricky Carmichael. How are you, 16-time?
Well, I got lucky a few times, so there's no no doubt about that. Yeah, man, everything is good. Thanks for having me on. Love watching the 15 minutes with. It's a lot of fun. Got some good characters on, and I always look forward to seeing who you're going to have on next. So definitely Stephen Wallace's episode is really cool. I like that.
You like that one?
It's been incredible to see what they've been able to do, but I wouldn't expect anything less from those guys.
Right, exactly. Well, listen, I got a little prop on this one. Do you remember this?
Yes, I do. Look at there.
This I can't claim it actually is mine. It's our producer Jared Sells, but I believe that was your last outdoor championship bike. Is that right?
It sure was. It sure was, and that was a special year, no doubt about it. Long time ago. It doesn't seem like it was a long time ago, but then when you look at it on paper, you're like, wow, I can't believe it. It was that. You know, I'm dating myself. However, it was a very fortunate career, like you talked about. And, you know, I was able to surround myself with great people. I had really good mentors along the way, and some great teammates that taught me a lot. And just tried to take it all in and make the best of it, and try not to make the same mistakes twice. And here we are today. So things are a little slow right now, but we got a lot of fun things planned for the summer. And I'm looking forward to it.
You know, as your buddy, and you got a group of us, we all like picking on you about all your accomplishments just because they're so amazing. And it's just, you know, it is what it is. And we're all very proud of you for what you've accomplished over the years because we've all known you for so long. I got to know you when you're about 7 or 8 years old. So it truly is remarkable to see these. I think the one that always jumps out at me is the perfect season in moto. 24 straight motos. When you think about what has to happen to make that become reality, is just beyond belief to me. Looking at some of your other stats, like the 16 championships, or we were talking earlier today about 141 main event victories you had. You know, which one stands out the most to you that you go, yeah, that's the one for me?
Well, I think anytime you do anything for the first time is certainly most special, Ralph. I'm going to go 1997 when I won the 125 Outdoor Motocross Championship. That was my first professional title. It was my rookie season, and I was able to overtake Kevin Windham for that, and he was really the guy. And I just came in there. I didn't really have, like, my team wasn't expecting me to win. And we just came out. We came out fast. We came out strong. I won the first 3 rounds, I believe it was, opening round at Gatorback National there in Gainesville, Florida, which I grew up racing on for so long. So that really got the tempo started. And then we went out your neck of the woods, Sacramento, Hangtown. I won that race. And that track was a lot like Gatorback. So I felt at home there, and then finished it up with 3 in a row at Glen Helen, I believe it was. So it just, you know, things started to snowball. I got a big points lead right out of the gate, and I was able to adapt fast. But that one certainly is special. And then, to your point, the 24-0 in 2002 aboard the CR 250, that was very, very special. It was something that I never thought was possible. And honestly, the pressure never really mounted until the end, that final moto at Steel City, because throughout the whole season, you know, you're just taking it one race at a time. Let's go there this weekend. Let's execute championship. You know this, Ralph, that I'm a big picture guy. You got to knock down those seconds, thirds, but it's a game of averages. And that was always my MO. Well, that year I happened to be on a good bike, and I was on a good bike the majority of my career, but that bike was exceptional. And just that last moto, I was like, damn, man, I've made it all the way this far now. I can't drop the ball. So that's where the pressure really came into me. And a lot of people are like, dude, there's no way. You had to have felt the pressure. And I promise you, sitting here talking with you right now, it never really mounted until you're sitting on the gate and you're like, damn, man, I've made it 23 motos. And now I can't slip up. I can't slip up. So, but to your point, were you saying that was the most amazing thing is going 24-0, and you talked about what you had to accomplish. I looked at it the other way after the fact, like, look at all the things that could have gone wrong.
Absolutely.
Chain,
Yeah.
racing outdoors, mud races. And that's kind of like, people want to know how I did it. Honestly, I have no idea how to tell you I did it. I just went out there and raced. There were no secrets. There were no secrets to it. There were no secret potions. There really wasn't. It's just going out there, putting yourself in great position. Sounds cliche, right? But I just look back and like, how did I not have a flat tire at some point?
Yeah, you didn't just go 24-0.
How did I not have a bike failure? But throughout my whole career, Ralph, I only think I had 3 bike failures, like, throughout my career. That's not bad.
Yeah, you didn't just go 24-0. Your mechanic went 24-0 as well. Was that Mike Gosler back then?
The first one was Mike Gosler. Or no, first one was Chad Watts. Second one was Mike Gosler.
Yeah.
I was able to go 24-0 twice. That was 2002 and then 2004, my final year at Factory Hunt on the CRF 450, which probably to this day was one of my most favorite motorcycles. It was just so easy to ride. I felt like it felt like a cheater motorcycle. Yeah. It did so many things right. And the gnarlier the conditions were, the better that thing handled. So much so as during the week, I mean, I just loved going to the practice track. It was just so much fun to ride. And you know this, Ralph, from being around the industry for so long, that it's not often do you hear riders say, man, I just love going to practice during the week. And I did. I loved going to practice.
Yeah, that's almost a never, right? So when you talk about pressure, you talked about the pressure of that last moto, number 24. What's more pressure? A moment like that where a championship or a record is at stake, or when you're a young amateur and you know everything your family has done to get you to this point, and you've got to win to keep it going, to help pay them back, to help them recoup, maybe is an even better way of putting it, everything they've put out for you.
Certainly the pressure to pay back the sacrifices that my family made for me, 100% hands down. You know, we had nothing. They made the great sacrifice, and a lot of great parents do. You know, they really truly do, and I'm not blind to that. It just, luckily for us, it worked out. So that was a pressure, but that was the most satisfying moments when I was able to do that and return the favor. It was certainly special, but there's a lot of pressure with that. There's a lot of pressure for sure.
It's one of the most amazing things I think about the sport of motocross is how much families have to put on the line, and how much pressure is put on these young athletes who know they can see the stress and strain of mom and dad. They know what's going on, and they've got to go out and not just win to further their own career, but to basically help be the breadwinner for the family.
Yeah, there's a tremendous amount of pressure on these little kids, especially at a young age. Now you go to the amateur scene, and if luckily for me, I was a kid that was able to realize the sacrifices that my parents were making at a young age. And I don't know how I figured that out, but I did. And that's what helped me get to where I am today. Not only what I was taught by my parents and the work ethic, but when I go back to those days, it just made, I had no other choice, Ralph. I had no other choice but to get the job done. And I look at today, and to your point, there's parents taking out second mortgages, dude.
Maybe three, Ricky, maybe 3.
Yeah, leveraging it all.
Yeah.
Leveraging it all just on that hope. And I tell you, I think the competition is just as tough these years because so many of these kids ride at the same practice facilities. Everybody's doing the same thing. So there's no secrets. In the early days, there were secrets, you know, and not everyone knew exactly what their competitors was doing. Now all the best guys for the most part practice together. So You know what the guy did that week. You know where he is going into the weekend. So that makes it tough. That's why I think there's so much parity in all racing, amateur scene and the professional scene.
So we know you've been affiliated with Fox for years and the hat with Monster as well, but you got a lot of other cool things going on, some of it in partnership with those folks. Tell us a little bit about what you have happening this summer.
Yeah, so a lot of fun things in the pipelines, Ralph. We got, first things off, we got the RCU at Redbud. That's the middle of July, the July 13th week. Really looking forward to that. Got Jeff Stanton. He's a homeboy, Redbud homeboy guy. He's going to come out and help out. So the Richies there, they just run a fantastic operation there. One of the best tracks in the world, I believe. So excited for that. And then I got a sales meeting to go to earlier next week. And then after that, what I'm really fun about is the people who follow us on social media. A bunch of buddies and I are going to be grabbing some content with Simon Cudby and his Upshift deal. We're going out there. Mike Gossler is making me a Triumph Tiger 900. He's going to kind of tweak it out a little bit. So, and put some mods on it, fine tune a few things. So really looking forward to that. That's going to be at the end of July. And yeah, we're going to take out of Grangeville, Idaho. We're going to ride some great back roads, Jeep trails out through there, some adventure riding. And then we're going to end up in Darby, Montana, right around that area. You know, that's where Yellowstone is filmed. Yep. We passed through there last year. So like, oh, we got to go back through there. And there's some really killer rides and stuff that we weren't able to hit because of time restraints last year. Then through Sun Valley, Idaho, and then ending up back in Boise. And then I'm excited for that. We're going to grab some great content. You and I were talking about on the phone, and just the sights and scenes out there are absolutely incredible.
Really are.
Yeah, we got that. We got that going. Really, really excited that. I love my bike. It's so much fun to ride. I mean, I ride the 900, Tiger 900, and then Triumph also makes a Tiger 1200, and it's just as good too. But sometimes I like the smaller horsepower ones just a little bit better. It's amazing how well those bikes handle. But we got a great group of guys going with us, and really a lot of times the sights and scenes are what makes those rides.
Yeah.
And so I'm excited about that. Once we're done with that, quick trip to Loretta Lynn's, go knock out some sponsorship obligations, see the young talent coming up, and that's what's in the pipeline at least through August. So good stuff.
900 for little guys like you, 1200 for the big guys like.
Well, I mean, yeah, you know what? It's funny how you're just fooling all these people that are going to watch this show and talking about, you know, you're talking about my accomplishments. We're on these group texts. Make no mistake about it. All you people tuning in, listening to this, he is not this nice behind the scenes to me, okay? I mean, stuff we have on the text messages through all our great buddies on there, this is crazy, all because I'm a short guy.
Yeah, well, hey, there's somebody who's going to take the heat in, and it's you.
Well, I mean, I am a ginger, so remember, I'm one of a kind. I'm a special edition.
You are that, buddy. You are that. There's no doubt about it. You're special, RC. Don't you ever forget it. Hey, okay, just before I let you go, when it comes to RCU, I know a lot of people would love to come learn at something like that, but is it for everybody, or is it for people that are hardcore riders?
No, you don't have to be hardcore riders, no doubt about it. And we try to group them up through all ranges, whether you're a novice, intermediate, pro-am, all levels of riders are certainly welcome. I know spots are going fast. Go to RickyCarmichaelUniversity.com. Check that out. But yeah, we're open to having just about anyone who would like to come for sure.
Perfect. Okay, well, I'm going to eventually come to one of these. So in the meantime, I'm going to dream about it. So I'm going to play with my little toy here. So, you know, if
what
I need
you cleaning out your office today,
yeah.
And like you're accidentally threw it in the trash, or what?
I need an engine sound. Give me a brap.
Brap.
I got the goat to give me a brap. I got the goat to give me a brap. That's a win right there, folks. Hey, listen. Make sure you go check out RCU if you want to go for a ride and learn from the best in the business. My buddy, Special Ricky Carmichael over here. Thanks for joining us, Goat. Have fun on that ride with the guys, and we'll see you soon. Folks, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget, we have a new episode, the GEICO 15-Minute Moto Show for you every Monday right here on Speed Sport. We'll see you soon.